right, so in this one, this is a surprise to me. It has been just a few days since the previous tier list, and we get the weekly reset. Things happen where it's not new units, but like things can change and they can make an impact to a degree where it's like good enough but not warranting a tier list. This impact is, I can't even. No one expected this. No one expected to have the merit and the right to even make a tier list because no one expected the impact of Super Saiyan 4 OG Goku's equipment. But, and actually I am forgetting somebody to put on this list, which, we'll scroll down here and just pick him up real quick because we all know he's on the list again, and I will be, clearly talking about him soon enough. But, yeah, the impact this OG Super Saiyan 4 Goku has made has been very significant. I think it just is to where even the top tiers of like the best units in the game, a lot of people might start changing their number one because this guy being another yellow, which you understand the implication of this, but I'll get into it when we get into it. This guy's just crazy. And what he's done for GT units and for GT moving further, there will most likely never be a character having this much impact on their own unique buff that they have for a team's sake. Like, yes, he's amazing individually for Ku, but like, he revitalized the Ultra so much, and the Ultra is so stupidly high. I hate it, but he's so stupidly high, like, you can't downplay it, is all I'll say. Either the Ultra or the LF. But, to get started here, I do think number 10, yes, I agree with that, being Ultra UI does exist. Unfortunately, you can't see in this list already. There is no Diamond characters. You're going to say Mini Vegeta, what happened? Mini Super Saiyan Goku, what happened? Yeah, Mini Vegeta got his little nerf, or I guess fixture, whatever you want to call it. Overdrive got its, I guess, normalization back within. You weren't ever supposed to do the startup damage because it did so much startup damage. And Mini Vegeta looked a lot better with that. I've seen top 4, top 2, whatever Mini Vegetas when that shit was active. And he was top 10 for me, but whatever. Now that it's gone, UI, I would say, is picking up the value that he once had and still has. It's not like he's going down per se. Fully, it's just more of this 8 through 10 category. One unit gets better within this time frame, one unit gets better within this time frame. Whatever happens within that weekly reset, they go up or down to 8 through 10, maybe even 7 through 10 slots. And UI, again, he still does his job very well of being very good against Buhan, within using his counterattacks and just kind of wasting them. Kid Buu, who does a lot of strikes and wants to spawn strikes and make strikes and blah blah, he's good against stopping that. He's good against even the newest buffs of the LF Super Saiyan 4 Goku and even the resurgence of the Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So, doing his job well, good against Vegito, and he has just foundational goodness. The issue being, and the reason he's not higher, is because his teams just don't really coexist. I mean, where do you put Ultra UI in a team? I guess the best thing right now, and it's definitely worse than the better variants, would be UUI, 4Ku, and Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And again, that's not a bad team. Sounds pretty solid. But why not just run Namek? And that's kind of the thing you get to run into with a lot of these characters. Well, why not just run him instead? Because Namek Goku's survivability aspects he gives you, and we'll talk about him when we get to him, is just more bang for your buck than UI potentially sniping, potentially doing this, that, and the other. And numerically, I wouldn't say UI is struggling on damage, but it definitely isn't hitting like such a necessity character where like if you don't run him, you're missing out too much. Like he hits fine. He hits standard for these characters, less than others because they ramp up faster, better kits for it. But he's just doing a good job against kind of anti-meta sequences. That's usually where the bottom top 10 units flow. They're just really anti-meta. Not per se being the greatest of meta because they don't have a full team for it. And you'll see that issue flowing throughout this entire tier list. Everyone is going to start struggling for a team. But except for number 9. Number 9 has a team. But unfortunately, he doesn't really perfectly fit being Mr. Legend Piccolo. Legend Piccolo is an oddity. I don't know what even to think of him. I've run him on Regen, and people say that's his best team, and blah, blah, blah. Yes, the pure equips, yes, blah, blah, blah. But again, this guy, once he gets going, he for sure can be like a pretty dominant force. He could be within those even 6 to 5 categories against certain matchups. But those matchups, I feel as though you don't need him as well. Like, his best matchup is against Regen itself, because he's free, right? He's element free. Snipe Buhan, snipe Kid Buu within the ultimate, blah, blah, blah. Even snipe another Piccolo, because Piccolos are frail. Or against some fam slop within Vegito, Nameku, FSK. Which, again, you don't really need him in either matchup for one Regen, and I hate that I have to bring this up, but Regen itself is a rare as fuck team. You basically damn near never fight Piccolo, Buhan, Kid Buu, or Buhan, Kid Buu third, whatever it is. So having that be kind of the sequence of coexistence, I can't gas it too much. If that team was most used team in the game, okay, Piccolo could go higher, but I just don't fight that enough to where Piccolo's value is so high to where he could be higher, because he should be higher than this. He does well enough against those two teams to where he looks like he should be number 6, basically, against those teams. And even how common the Namek slop is, even though it's not that common right now within the 4Ku buff here, it still is so common within totality's sake. But again, just Kid Buu can snipe. Buuhan can do his great fucking counters, and, you know, there's no cancel buff effect within 2 characters. You don't really need Piccolo there. So just running like a Vegito leader, Gohan leader, whatever leader you want to run on that team instead, you're not really missing out too much without Piccolo there. So again, it's just more so the case within Piccolo where individuality-wise, yeah, sure, he's great, but then there's just units that are better. So while he has a team, just use the better units instead of him. I mean, it's literally the opposite of UI, where he doesn't have a team. He's individually maybe better than some units, but it's just a 180 on him. Again, these units at the bottom here are just always finding an issue of they're not the best for their team, or they don't really have a finite team for themselves. And Piccolo kind of struggles with both. He's not the best for his team because you don't really need him against most matchups, as well as just generally speaking, he's just kind of doing all right. He doesn't really have a team that's meant for him. He's a ranged unit. He wants to spam blast. This guy wants to spam and go crazy. Once he spams blast when he's on a ranged team, he goes fucking bonkers. The issue being, you don't have a team that's fully for him that is ranged. I mean, the Buuhan Kid Buu team, strike attack defense, double defense, and Piccolo's buffing whatever, blast attack defense, like, already there, you're struggling. Like maybe Lord Slug bench, Ape Vegeta bench, and whatever, DKP or some shit, Yellow Z Broly. Sure, you're helping a little bit, but again, the foundation of it is you're still having more strikes than blast. You're still having more situation where Piccolo's just looking like an oddball most times, because especially now if you're footing the OG 4Ku and Ultra 4Ku team, what the fuck is Piccolo doing there? He's a tickle monster. Even green card into an ultimate, let's say against the Ultra 4Ku, will cancel buff effects, or the cover rescue happens, or they just have attrition, so they're not going to die anyways because the new OG 4Ku equipment is just so fucking good. So it sucks for Piccolo. I wish he was better. Like, he deserves to be better. Maybe that's not this fucking, you know, moment of Piccolo deserves to be better because it's his fucking first form cell and not Android 17. But still, Piccolo as a character deserves to be better. Orange Piccolo got so fucked so quick, and this guy kind of just being weird on the game, it's just a tragedy for him, really. He deserves better than this, in my opinion. But moving on, a little swig here, as you know, the swigs kind of indicate that we're going to a shift here, and we'll see what this, you know, shift is looking like. 8 minutes in, and number 8 being Mr. Nameku. Yes, I do think Namek Goku is still doing his job pretty well. Unfortunately, despite, again, the things I always mention, his numerics kind of being what they are, he is the oldest unit on this list, being that wasn't obviously buffed with OG 4Ku. He's the oldest unit on this list by far, and he should just not be here anymore. But again, his attrition that states that kind of coexists within, I think, Yellow Green is like a top 3 team in the game right now, even despite Buuhan being as good as he is and how much I will glaze Buuhan, even in this video. And I do in every video, and I will even call him the best counter to YYG. Like, he is on the best counter team to Yellow Green of both Super Saiyan 4s and Nameku. Despite that, I still think that Namek Goku has value within, again, the support that he can give, his team heal he could give, his lock-in. Let's say it's really smart now because you really have a trio lock-in of the Super Saiyan 4s and Nameku within Super Saiyan 4 Goku has sub-count manip on entry. You have old Super Saiyan 4 who has this kind of little pseudo-lock thing when he's doing cards. And then Nameku has a full lock, so you can snipe motherfuckers out. Like, let's say you're fighting Namek Slop. You want to pop a KO guard, okay. Snipe, sub-count up, lock in. Or do a reverse. Lock in, sub-count up. And then into the Ultra. Like, you can literally do that guaranteed. You want to run some leader slot bullshit or like Mono Yellow. I guess you can't fully do that. But you want to run some leader slot bullshit with like Kid Buu, 4Ku and Namek. I guess he doesn't get the fucking sub-count manip thing, but still, the premise being that you just have so much potential for like just snipage within Nameku and 4Ku and just whatever you want of that duality. Obviously, again, the Ultra there being what he is going to fit as that third. And again, there's just not enough reds. I'm rooting for a legend red to drop next because there is 4 yellows on this godforsaken fucking tier list. And if you don't have UI top 10, Most people have Mini Vegeta top 10. So again, there's still 4 yellows on this godforsaken fucking tier list. 4 out of 10. That is almost 50% of the top 10 units. That is ridiculous. I know how good Buon is. I know how great he is. But motherfucker be a bit frail. So what he has, a little bit of FSK, a little bit of burst damage coming his way, and he doesn't have the greatest protection of a real perfect third. Again, you're just going to struggle. So we need a new red that can be a little bit more bulky, kind of give Buon his other spotlight, you know, have a little goodness in his own merit, but this red has a different merit in their own value. Like, here's a tanky red, then here's a counteract red, because Buon shouldn't be tanky. He's the counter character. That makes no fucking sense. But again, these yellows' oppression state that they create and the units they can run with is really fucking powerful, so Buon is not checking everything to a full extent, giving where yellow, green is, again, in my opinion, the top 3 team in the game right now. Nameku clearly being the worst on that team, clearly fucking Lee being number 8, and the other 2 are not placed yet. But still, being as tedious as he can be, again, I hope this guy falls off a fucking monstrosity cliff and jumps into a fucking abyss. But he hasn't yet. I'm waiting for it. I'm hoping for it. This guy is just a stain on the Namek saga to me. Again, I fucking hate him with my whole heart, but he is what he is. Ain't no contested fact, so. Goes number 8. I wish he wasn't here, but he's fucking here. Fantastic. And you wouldn't think it would make sense for him to be here. It's like, you're either replacing Namek Goku with OG Goku, or he's just staying the same of, like, you're running Namek instead of OG Goku. But now you're just running them together because that duo ship is so fucking powerful of so much attrition within that trio team, which we'll get into more. Then, number 7, I think this guy's getting a little bit of downplay, and shit, this might even be downplay, of Trunks. I think Trunks definitely does a pretty solid job still. I wouldn't say he gets better or worse within, obviously, the newly buffed OG Goku, but I would say he's definitely not getting helped within it, clearly, because there's so much attrition. Maybe you're going to waste your Sword of Hope because they have KO Guard. They have OG Goku, who is pretty bulky. You have the, 300% damage guard on Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Goku right now because how much OG is giving 20% more. So that guy is really fucking... He has the highest damage guard in the game, I'm pretty sure, right now. The Ultra, so maybe you won't get those snipes out with that your Sword of Hope because your desperation pulling it out. You didn't really do many cards, you didn't stack. And again, Trunks himself is super good. But unfortunately, within that super goodness, this is the same issue I keep mentioning. Like I said, 7 through 10 kind of keeps flowing within this. Individually, they're lacking, or team-wise, they're lacking. It's clearly one or the other every single time. Trunks is lacking on a team. I don't know what the fuck you're supposed to do with that. I've seen decency, and maybe it's not as good now because another yellow buff, but FSK Trunks SV I've seen, I would say that's probably the best team I've seen for Trunks. Not some puddle shit, VT, Trunks and No, it ain't no pure team. It's not... Come on, it's DBL. Let's be for real for a second. Ain't no pure team going to be the best unless it's, like, arbitrarily pure. It's not even on purpose, which I think there is something like that in the game right now. But, again, it's not purposely pure. But that's probably, like, his best merit. Again, the purple... you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck am I going to say about a purple unit when there's 4 yellows? Like, yeah, I get it. SV ult, neutral, I've heard it a billion times. Trust me, every time I put Kid Buu somewhere high, but SV Ultimate! Motherfucker, there's 4 yellows, bro. There's 4 fucking yellows. I can't be validating a fucking purple unit 24/7 when there's 4 yellows, looking at him like fucking Bonnie Blue. Like, I don't know what you want me to say about it. Trunks, though, I guess technically would get it helped theoretically because the purple's getting hurt, but that doesn't help him directly. It's kind of indirect, which even then, you're just better off running the other green unit of Ultra Goku with OG Goku, even if they don't really perfectly mesh, because like one's blast, one's strike, they still mesh so well it doesn't make a difference really at this point, because just how good the fucking OG Goku is within his equip. There's just no reason to really run Trunks. Again, his best team I've seen is with SV and FSK, and now you have a green that's kind of doing really fucking crazy shit, and well, that's a problem for FSK. Then you have a yellow doing crazy shit. Well, that's a problem for Vegito. So Trunks is kind of just in limbo, like, I could do my own, but where the fuck's my team at? They're kind of, someone's dead over there, someone's dead over there. The fuck am I doing here? So it's just a weird spot for Trunks. Again, individually, this guy could hit top 5 margins, and you'll see someone here that's top 5 that's like, what the fuck is happening? But that's just what it is right now. Again, it sucks for these newer units because here's 2 new units on this list at 7 and 9. Here's the newest legend, by the way, not even on a fucking top 10 list because we're dropping 4 yellows in the meta right now. 4! 5 if you argue Mini Vegeta. And we're fucking... we buffed the yellow, bro. We buffed the yellow? I don't know what the fuck these devs do. Like, it wasn't even meant to hurt Vegito. I feel like this was meant to hurt Super Saiyan 3 Goku more than Vegito. Like, yes, Vegito was hurt, but, like, it definitely was not intended for Vegito to get hurt, I feel like, within this goddamn yellow buff again. I don't know what we're doing DBL. But nonetheless, number 7 there, Mr. Trunks. And number 6 does go to OG Super Saiyan 4 LF Goku. This guy is fucking charting, bro. This guy sucked fucking cock on release, which, you know, it happens. Sometimes releases are fumbles, and, you know, look at the fucking newest Diamond release. A fumble is shit. But this guy was arguably worse than that. I don't know if this guy was top 10 on release. That was a fucking 1985. But nonetheless, sucked fucking ass on release. Got his Zenkai, and he was top 3, which, oh my fucking god, that was crazy. Really fucking, they really wanted him to, like, shine there, because he was shining like a fucking star. And now here, he can go even higher than this. Assumably, we get a GT buff this upcoming week. This guy's fucking insane. Clearly, the equipment doing as much damage as it's doing. The damage guard he's getting, like, this guy is, what, 250 guard? I think it is, within his kit, and then his equipment giving 200, because he has 50% damage reduction. That's 250 guard. This guy has crazy fucking damage. He has crazy snipe potential. He has, again, lacter of kits within his green card being mediocre. No blast armor strike. No cover null to ally dead. But even all those kind of coexisting, what he's doing to help GT characters is just so powerful. There's kind of no way around how good he is for them. It's not really even his own individuality fully. It's like 60% of it. But the other 40%, it's not difficult to assume that Super Saiyan 4 Ultra Goku would get a resurgence within a strong yellow of GT. That's just kind of common sense. But the resurgence he's gotten is like the most unprecedented thing that you could have even fucking seen in your life, and he's not even placed yet. This guy is top 5 Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Goku. It's fucking baffling. But the LF is what's supplementing this. That's all it is. This guy is supplementing goodness for GT within the guard he gives to his team, the ally heal. You know, obviously you have the sub-count manipulation that he has when they do big moves, so get out of the way more. Like, he's just fucking crazy. It's not even, again, individually, it's not how crazy he is. Yes, he is amazing individually, but again, it's just what he's doing for Ultra Super Saiyan 4 that makes him so top tier. And again, that team of Ultra Super Saiyan 4 and LF Super Saiyan 4, whatever third, you want a UV4, feel free. You want a Buhan third leader slot, feel free. You want a Namegoku third, like you probably should, UI, whatever. You can do whatever the fuck you want with that team. There really is no limitation to that team because anything can work. You want to have more safety merit of Namegoku, feel free. You want to have Buhan to kind of just be a nuisance and really, you're really already forcing timer counts within the duo. You want to really force timer counts within Buhan Gauge and just being a piece of shit, feel free. You want a leader slot, fucking Kid Buu and get some snipes within 4Ku, and Kid Buu within blue card lock, and then here's this sub-count lock, and then here's this lock-in, like, feel fucking free. You can legitimately do whatever the fuck you want with that duo, and that diversity sake that he creates within just being what he's doing for the Ultra, it's inconceivable. It really is. I will never think a character can do this much value. Because look, we got OG Super Saiyan 3 Goku equipment in maybe like 1 or 2 days. He was coped as like number 10 on a tier list. This motherfucker, it's before the assumable buff that he will be getting for his tag, the campaign that assumably is coming for GT, because we just got a GT buff, it makes fucking sense. And the PO, you know, legend would make sense as well, since we just got a hero one, so GT, you know, Omega Shenron, baby, Super 17, whatever the fuck we want. That happening, as like, you know, before Annie, here's PO buffs, that's literally Legend's fucking thing they do every single time before a big celebration. PO. So, new PO Legend, oh my god, crazy. He's blue, he protects Goku, oh my god, crazy, right? It wouldn't be crazy to assume that that happens. And again, this is him being here before that happens. So he can, I don't want to know where this guy's going to go, because the higher he goes, the higher the Ultra goes. And the Ultra's not going to be placed next, because number 5 is going to be the FSK boy. Yes, sir. Clearly, he has been a little bit hurt. Again, I've never really seen FSK in primal form. I say it a billion times, where FSK does not really look like a real Gohan with that Sun Fam slot. Namek Goku, SV Gohan, you're really just prioritizing SV. Yeah, Gohan's still good, and he's still doing his job enough, and he's more so just an extension, not really doing crazy damage until he gets a really good a lot of cards going. He just kind of looks like a whatever on that team. But then on hybrids, he looks like a real Gohan character. The issue within that, of both really, is, well, on one team, he doesn't really feel like a Gohan character, so that's just a dilemma in itself. And the other team, he doesn't have a third on that team. Again, I just mentioned that team of Trunks, SV, Gohan. You're victimized by both units here of yellow-green, so that's a problem. And even within the other team of the Namek slop, Namek Goku, again, numerically is getting fucked, which is why he's bottom top 10 here. Still doing good job, but, numerically, he's getting fucking plowed inside out. And then within that, you have Gohan, who doesn't really look like Gohan, and then you have two yellow units that can fuck up SV because there's just too much going on within those yellows, attrition, sustain, and all that bullshit, where even if SV does do his double ultimates that are having the neutrality, sometimes you'll get the cover rescue to happen, sometimes you'll get the KO guard to pop, sometimes you won't even have the optimal setting, and then you just won't even fucking pop somebody. And that doesn't happen, then guess what? You just guarantee loss. So Gohan is not individually, again, doing a bad thing. It's just, again, this thing keeps happening where the teams aren't really for him. This guy could be the best unit in the game if hybrids had one more character that was in the modern era. Trunks and Gohan is a really good duo. But again, we don't have that. Trunks and Mai, VT, whatever, all of them just aren't good enough. And within the leader slot units you can put right now of Namek, SV, blah, 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 it's just not really helping anybody. It's kind of more so you're just making SV look like shit. You're making Namek Goku just kind of coexist in the fucking world and not really do anything. There's nothing really there within that. So again, Gohan does get hits clearly by a new green unit, kind of rising up in the meta, sure, but as well as within those teams, there just isn't anything perfect for this character. And as we go higher in the list, we are seeing more perfect setups and more idealistic setups for these units and why they are higher on the list. Moving into a coffee sip, because of course this was free, by the way. April Fool's code or some shit like that. Number 4 being I fucking hate you. Ultra full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Let me just get it out of the way. I despise him with my whole heart. I say this with complete clairvoyance. I hate this guy more than UMV, UGB, any auto gauge unit in the entire game, more than any LF unit in the entire game. I hate this guy in every vein of fucking existence in my entire fucking soul and corpse. I fucking despise him. Not because GT, not because anything like that. He has mid animations in-game, Ultra Ink Arts, it's solid enough. It's not terrible. I'll give it a 7, right? It's pretty good, right? He's a celebration unit, right? Legends Fest celebration, so you better be fucking 10 out of 10 at least. But sauceless in-game animations, bullshit ass fucking disrupt, 3-card disrupt is fucking mentally fucking I've said inconceivable like 10 times. Inconceivable because it's so fucking brain dead, which is the main reason I hate him. And you can't even use your mechanic, so you're not allowed to rush the guy, as well as you're not allowed to card the guy. So what the fuck do you do versus him? But because of that, that's why he's up here. Obviously, again, OG LF4Ku is helping him to great degrees. This guy was not touching top 10 lists. No one even fucking thought about him until OG Super Saiyan 4Goku. And it's not because, oh, well, he just needs a yellow partner. He has UI, he has leader slot, he has Namek. He could have done all that bullshit. No, it's just the OG, like I mentioned, is just doing so fucking well of giving him damage inflicted, giving him a team heal every time, giving him damage guard. He's just doing so many assets to help any GT character in the game, and this clearly being the newest GT character in the game with the Ultra, makes sense that he is going to be the greatest buffed one, right? And, well, that's what he is. You can't fucking combo the guy, the yellow-green team. You wonder why he goes to timer a lot of times. You do 3 cards against this fucking dumbass red man here, and guess what? Your combo's done. So what the fuck do? You're just staring at each other for another 3 to 5 counts and trying to get another combo going. Not to mention, here's AoE green doubling within Namek Goku and Ultra Super Saiyan 4. Here's the pseudo lock that's going to do neutral and just kind of melt through characters a lot of time because he just blast spam while this guy is cup pen stacking. You're going to be doing bullshit levels of damage. The bench for this guy's team is even a piece of shit within Rathan Ultra, who will double armor break. EX Piccolo gives you health restore and health. If you're yellow, then leader slot this guy, so you just get everyone who has health restore health. So you have insane attrition, insane snipe potential, and pretty fucking solid burst damage in this guy into the LF. There's not really a full flaw for him. Again, you could say, oh, SV. Brother, it isn't enough. SV isn't enough. I'm sorry. SV just isn't enough to stop that team. I haven't even fucking fought enough SVs to even think that he does anything. Because people will be running SV if they're like, oh, poof, double yellow, pa, pa, pa. Beat the shit out of them. People don't run into Kid Buu as often as they like to think they do. So, people saying, oh, he's, Kid Buu can get one shot by SV, blah, blah, blah. That's cool and great and fun. I've seen it a few times, but consistently, it's not going to happen. Well, now that people are saying that, SV could just victimize both these yellows here, brother, I can't even fucking find an SV. People are scared to run SV because they know he can't fucking do this shit. SV doesn't have a team to do this. He does. But people don't have the team. At least, he still won't even fully do it. He'll just gotta more consistently do it. But still, the whole point is, he has nothing. That's the purple. That's the guy that should be cooking him and frying his entire fucking soul, Mr. Ultra Boy of Super Saiyan 4. But it's not. You're running into Namek and both Super Saiyan 4s, and that's basically all your experience. If you're running into hybrids, if you're running into whatever fucking other shit you're running into, Namek slop, whatever, it's not really a challenge because they're not going to out-sustain you, so you just keep catching them because you have such bullshit fucking in your kits, because all these units have some annoyance in their fucking kits of these three, and you just kind of auto-win by attrition, whether it be because of damage, because they can't rush, whether it be because of these bullshit things. You just kind of win because of it, and it's just brain dead as fuck. And while, again, I think Buuhan can do a very good job against that double yellow team, he needs help, which, yes, it exists, and yes, it's on his best team, but, that double yellow is just way too powerful, man. We need a red that is meant to kill these fucking Saiyans. That's all I know. But then, moving on, you do get to the top three, being SV at number 3. He does go down for me. I did originally have, more recently, what was it? SV above Kid Buu? Yeah, no, he has to go down again. There's 40% of the list is yellows, brother. I can't. Even with SV with Buuhan, he is so much relying on Buuhan to not die within UI snipe, Kid Buu snipe, Forku snipe, Namek. All 4 yellows have snipe potency in their kits. Every single time they enter, they can have snipe potency in their kits. It's like, bro, what the fuck? SV, again, is looking like Bonnie fucking Blue on the couch. And that is what it is. So he has to go down. While he is still doing very good against everything else in the game, yet again, 40% of the fucking list is this guy ready to fuck him up at any moment of entry. That is a problem for him. If you somehow have SV number 1, you are literally just blinded by fusion. That's it. That's all it can be. I cannot see any feasibility of SV number 1. I'm not saying it has to be Buuhan, though I would say it should be Buuhan, which, spoiler, but it can't be SV. It literally can't. It's just not possible. That's all I could say. He just gets fucked. But he has a partnership within Buuhan, which I'll mention here, which kind of helps him. And we'll just get to that real quickly with number 2 and number 1. Spoiled already, but number 2 being Kid Buu and Buuhan being number 1. Let me explain this. So I think this is the best team to counteract within that yellow, yellow, green, right? Yeah, Buuhan, SV, Kid Buu. Technically, again, like I kind of mentioned, this is an accidental team that has cohesiveness of, they share something. They're all Majin Buu Saga, right? Clearly, it's not intended to be the best, right? They're not meant to kind of flow together, I guess, because they're all strike based or wanting to do strike cards. I guess you could argue it, but this was not the devs' intent, this fucking team, right? 1, 2, 3. But it does work pretty well. Now, I will mention, I've run this team in the past and before now and all this shit. And SV, he's kind of getting some pom-poms in the back. But at least he has a protector. This is the only team SV is protected. Yet again, for the billionth time, probably 5th time in this video, there's 4 fucking yellows. And Namek Goku getting 2 to 3 carded is not going to help you enough where he's not run on that, Super Saiyan 4 team to where SV is going to live long enough. And you need him to live to get his stuff going, to get him to look like an arguable top 3 character, top 2 character. When he's run with Namek Slop, brother, SV is just hoping to God he gets his ults. If he doesn't, it's just fucking pain and misery. But then you're getting 2, 3 carded with Namek Goku because OG Forku has really good burst damage, even without cover and all, because he locked you in sub counts and then boom, you're just dying. Namek Goku lock, OG Forku lock, boom, KO guard gone. Your SV, he's looking behind him like, oh shit, there's a motherfucker that can enter again. My defense neutral's out. He does 3 strike cards, my endurance is popped. He does that shit again, I'm dead. Namek Goku enters, I'm dead. And that's a problematic situation. So Namek Goku can't save this guy. I'm not saying Buuhan does, but I'm saying Buuhan definitely does a nicer job within just shutting that shit down. A lot of characters cannot shut shit down. It's UI and Buuhan. I mentioned it a billion times. And now Ultra Forku, because look where he is on the fucking list. And within that, it's more of a necessity to have a shutdown character, because this Super Saiyan 4 Ultra Goku just being such a resurgence of meta, you really do need that. Buuhan being able to do his blue cards, the endurance level within the green cards, really helps out a lot, because then you can maybe snipe out some Super Saiyan 4 Ultra Goku if you sniped out KO Guard already within like Kid Buu or Buuhan himself. Okay, then you can snipe this Ultra Super Saiyan 4 within maybe a couple strikes, and then Kid Buu can do a little bit of snipe potential within like an AoE green card drop combo. Not saying it's perfect to fight Majin Buu Saga with the yellow green, but I definitely will say it is the easiest solution to fight yellow green is within this top 3. There's no better team to fight that team. Like, it's obvious on purpose. It's meant to be. Here's a red, here's 2 yellows, here's a green, here's a purple, and here's Kid Buu kind of doing that kind of mixy role of just fucking up everybody, getting them low, if not just sniping out their little, extra live mechanics. And they're meant to be bursters, right? Buuhan at their mid-game, he's going to be a great burster because he has all his damage built up. Kid Buu is always meant to be a great burster within the lock-in, so you're not going to deal with the Forku ceiling as often because you're just bursting anyways. Just 2 strike and then boom, blue card lock-in. Maybe pop some shit, maybe get them close to popping, and then kind of regurgitate the same premise over and over again. SV, he's taking a little bit more time, so while you're in the midst of everything else, maybe get your SV to kind of cook through, maybe snipe some, yellow units within his ultimate if you can't get the situation for yourself, Namek Goku, Ultra Forku, or rather, LF Forku, and kind of get that going. But even then, again, it's mostly the Boos kind of helping SV to just coexist, and I think the Boos are doing that really well off. Again, I don't think that team is easy to beat even with this Majin Buu Saga, but if there is something that's going to make this team feel like it's not that bad to fight, it will be the Mr. Buuhan and Kid Buu and Vegito team. So that's my top 10 list. This is longer than the fucking Diamond 3Ku video. Holy shit. Because that guy did nothing and like barely anything changed for the fucking top 10. Holy shit. But this is actual significant top 10 update, beginning of April 1, and we're going to get one within this next weekend. So, I mean, you'll see one next weekend, I guess, because we're going to get a new legend character and probably going to impact the game, unlike fucking Mini 3Ku, which, again, no diamond characters on this top 10. But to say essentially here, number 1 being Ultra Buuhan, number 2 being Ultra Kid Buu, number 3 being Legend Super Vegeta, number 4 being Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Full Power Goku, number 5 being Legends Limited FSK Gohan, number 6 being Legends Limited OG Forku, goddamn, number 7 being Ultra Sword Hope Trunks, number 8 being Ultra Namek Goku, number 9 being Legend Piccolo, and number 10 being Ultra UI. Let me know what you think of my top 10 list. I'll see you guys in the next one.